Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Mutiara Sakinah. I'm from M.Pd Education. The content this video is motivational speech and topic is mathematics, and the title is Math Isn't Hard, It's a Language by Mr. Nepalese, but I will change his voice. So, without spending more any time, let's check it out. %26%. On the nation report part, that the percentage you below for 12th grader for the subtraction in math. In America, we had everything as an exceptional country, but the 26% sounds exceptional to you? Raise your hand if you think as the country we need to do way better than this. I'm with you. We all need math for why so many kids confused by it. It is because only 26% of people are hardwired from that. Love 70% are not. After working with thousands of kids, I can tell you this is in the case at all. Kids don't understand math because we have been teaching it a dehumanized subject. But if we make math human again, it will start to make sense again. You are probably wondering, how is math in every human in the first place? So think about it. Math is a human language just like English, Spanish, and Chinese, because it allows people to communicate with each other. Even in ancient time, people need the language of math to conduct trade, to build a monument, and to measure the land for farming. This idea of math, the language, is not exactly new. A great philosopher once said, "The laws of nature are written in the language of mathematics." So you see, even Galileo agreed, isn't it? But somewhere along the line, we are taking the language of math with about the real world around us. And we abstract that beyond this recognition. And that's why kids that can't confuse. Let me show you what this means. You'll see this third grade Californian math standard. And people make sense when 8 years old. Understand the fraction 1 over b as the quantity formed by one part when a whole is partitioned into b equals parts. Understand a fraction a over b as the quantity formed by a part of size 1 over b. And if you give the description to an 8-year-old, you probably get a reaction like this. To a math expert, this standard makes sense. But to a kid, it's not absolute truth. I tell this example specifically because the fractions are the foundational to algebra, trigonometry, and even calculus. So kids don't understand fraction in the elementary middle school because it had half word weight at them in the high school. There's a way to make subtractions simple and easy for kids to understand. Yes, just remember that math is the language and use that the fair damage. For example, when I teach first grader how to add the subtraction, I start with the apple plus lesson. For say yes, 1 apple plus 1 apple, and people often say 2 with the partly correct. Half of them include the words as well as with the math of the language, but not just 2, it's 2 apples. Next is 3 pencil plus 3 pencil. You are all know the pencil plus pencil this pencil. So everyone, how many pencils? 5 pencil is right. And the K you includes the words. I tried to submit with my 5-year-old niece in months. After she added the pencil and pencil, I asked her, what's 4 billion plus 1 billion? And my aunt overheard in the distance. She scolded and said, "Are you crazy? She's been in kindergarten. How is she supposed to know 4 billion plus 1 billion? I'm done it. My niece Vanessa counting looks up and says 5 billions. And I say, that's right, that is 5 billion. My aunt stood ahead on that because she did not expect that from the 5 years. But all you have to do is take a language approach, and math becomes intuitive and easy to understand. Then I asked her a question the kindergarten definitely not supposed to know. 1/3 plus 1/3, and she immediately answered 3/3. Such as you are wondering how can she possibly know that we should not know about the numerator and denominator yet. You see, she was not thinking about numerator and denominator. She solved the problem this way, and she used 1 apple plus 1 apple as her analogy to understand 1/3 plus 1/3. So even in kindergarten can do abstraction, you'd better believe that every third grader can do it as well. Just for fun, I asked her an algebra question. What's 7x squared plus 2x squared, and then the 5-year correctly answered 9x squared. And she did in any exponent rules to figure that it out. So when the people say that we are either wired or not, it's not true. Math is a human language, so we have all the ability to understand this. We need to take a language approach to math urgently, because too many kids are lost and they are insane about math, and this don't have to be the way. I work with an angry, frustrated high school student one of will pass the algebra because he only know 44% of the multiplication text. I have told her that such a kind of weird only knowing the 44% of the alphabet holding me back. She could not pass her or public relation, and she had no confidence in that. As the result, this teenager had confidence in herself. I have told her we have to start with the multiplication. Because until now all of you have with your part, everything gets easier and they will be having a fast pack every you ever write in Disneyland. What do you think? And she said okay. But she systematically learned the timetable in 4 weeks. And yes, even a multiplication has the language in better than this. You all be surprised of many kids don't realize 7 times 3 can be spelled out 7 times 3, which just means 3 7 times, just like that. So when kids see it this way, they quickly realize that the repetition is low and inconvenience, so they glad to memorize that 3 7 times, all the with the 21. The further teenager will outright to dropping out, becoming fluent and confident in multiplication with the game changer, because for the first time, we can focus on the problem solving instead of counting on the finger. I'm amused at the corner when she's figured out that 2 years currently at $445 a month would cost you $10,680, and she's looking at me disapprovingly and said, "It's a poly socks. That's expensive." At the moment, not having wonder causing problem for her, but she looked giving a math solve problem as the reason to adult. As an educator, it's my duty to challenge kids to be tirely you with this challenge. Our country stuck at 26% subtraction, and I challenge you to pass the number higher. This is important because mathematical thinking not build young mind, but our kids needed to imagine and develop their future. Meeting this challenge can be as simple as apple plus apples. Insist that we teach math the human language, and we will get there sooner rather than later. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, bye-bye!